Hello, everyone. This is Barry Moore, and we're at the podcast called Sharing at the Better Business Bureau. We're at the Ignite Sparked by BBB podcast studio, state-of-the-art, nicest studio, probably on the East Coast. Incredible, and our guests will attest to that. And because we're not on social media and or pictures, nobody will know any different. This is the nicest place ever. And we worked hard, and the budget was over the top for a place like this. So anyway, I just had an exciting morning, and going into the afternoon, it's Friday. A gentleman that I met, again, we did the math about 10, 12 years ago.
It was definitely 10 years ago.
When I was in the car business, and Keith, I met you, and it was just incredible. You talked about a program called Synapse, and I can't even spell it. But I love it, and I attend, and you guys utilize the facility here. We love having you.
Thank you.
So really, I just want to help get the message out, the why, because I'm not a big believer in a lot of groups, as I talk about, but I am a believer in what you're doing.
Thank you, Barry. Well, I appreciate it very much. Yeah, it's so cool. And we've talked about this before when we reconnected here recently.
Tell them who you are.
Yeah, my name is Keith Reynolds, guys. I'm the founder of Synapse. We started this crazy experiment a little over 10 years ago. My background's in banking, and I had to do a lot of networking because of it. And I saw all the good stuff and all the bad stuff, and I just thought, I work with so many nonprofits in the banking world, and they're so passionate and purpose-driven. They remind me of all these awesome entrepreneurs I get to work with as well. So I saw synergy in that, and wanted to kind of explore the opportunity to create a unique platform of networking built around that partnership between the business world and the nonprofit world. And that's really how this whole thing got started. And when we got connected, because one of my clients, Miss Jenny Francis at the time,
Never forget
yep, she connected me.
In Florida.
Right now in Florida, but she connected us when I was at Middleburg Bank, testing, this whole concept.
Yeah.
And she said, you got to get to know Barry. He's got to get you on the radio. So that's when we got connected. And it's funny because what we did this morning here at the BBB of serving Central Virginia in this awesome space, it really is amazing, guys. So if you haven't been over here, check it out, please. It's just state of the art. This is an awesome podcast experience as well. I'll say that. But we were talking about what we did today 10 years ago on the radio.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the hub system and number 1 and 2 and 3 and the 001, 002 system, and everybody wanted 007. So we knew it couldn't be a regular hub. It had to be special.
Special.
And that was what we did today. It's always really been our pilot process to highlight dynamic nonprofit leaders anywhere in the world. And it's crazy how it comes full circle sometimes like that. But thanks for having us today.
Yeah, you bring up the Middleburg Bank, right?
Yep.
And I think it was Jen. Oh man, now I'm not going to I talked to her all the time on Facebook, but she gave me a dog bowl from Middleburg Bank. I don't know if you remember them. It was a white bowl with the logo, and we kept it, guys, for probably 2 dogs in about 8 years.
Yeah,
and it finally broke. I broke it cleaning it. But anyway, why don't you introduce your pals with you?
Yeah.
Because I'm just getting to know, I just met Tim, and I'm just getting to know everybody. So
yeah,
why don't you let them introduce themselves?
Well, these guys will help kind of show a little bit about what Synapse is all about and how we approach the networking game. So Tim Rao was with us many years ago, very active in the Synapse community, and a different career at that time. Had a leadership opportunity with us back then, and now he's come back to us as the newest hub honcho for our newest hub, Hub 13 at Nest Academy RVA. So Tim, I'll let you share a little bit about what you're up to and why you're involved in this crazy game.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Synapse, we started a Synapse group, probably 8 years ago. And it was a great experience. I'm a networking junkie, love networking. Unfortunately, I went to a different company, and they didn't believe in networking, believe it or not. I couldn't believe they said no networking. I was knocking on doors all day, every day. And it was the craziest thing. Finally, I got away from that, got back into another business, and they allowed me to do this again. So with Nest Academy RVA, which is an amazing nonprofit, Keith was generous enough to let me come back and help them start a hub. And what they do is they take adults with severe and profound special needs, and they have aged out of school. So they're 22, usually 22. I think they're usually between about 22 and 30, but it goes to any age. And they bring them in and they give them somewhere to be, something to do, somewhere to belong. And they also take, not only do they have classes and they have fun, they have open gym, but they also have outings where they everything is inclusive. So I don't know if you heard me say, but yes, I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. They work with some companies that have adaptive equipment. So these guys that have not been out of wheelchairs are very, very confined. They're rock climbing. They're fishing. They're going on a boat. Doing all these things that everyone gets to do, and it's just awesome to see the smiles on the faces. So it's a great organization.
Yeah, so give a shout out to Synapse Hub 13 and Nest Academy RVA. They're one of our in-person meetings that meet. What do you guys? Second and fourth Thursdays.
Thursday, that's correct.
Yeah, at Natalie's.
Yeah.
So go get
Great
some good
restaurant
food.
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great restaurant.
Yeah. Support local, get some good food,
Yep.
and make some awesome, valuable connections. So.
And we did it at Natalie's, just real quick. I'm sorry to do this, but we did it at Natalie's because they also have the same passion for special needs. If you don't know about Natalie's, so definitely come out. Yeah, it's awesome.
I love it. Well, the other gentleman that's sitting here with us, guys, this is Jacob Page. Jacob has kind of joined the Synapse family as our newest intern, and he's really helping us to envision and create and develop a true internship program that's going to allow us to work with high school students and college students through the Synapse community in the future. So he was here today to shoot some video for us of the experience. Yeah. So Jacob, putting you on the spot a little bit, man, but you want to share a little bit about yourself and what you're passionate about?
Yeah, so my background is mainly like in the music and audio and visual stuff. So kind of joining Synapse and kind of helping out with Keith's main vision and just like figuring out this internship program just kind of made sense, and it just worked out perfectly in a way. There's not a whole lot to necessarily share. I'm just excited and very boots on the ground, and just excited to go from there.
Well, I love it.
You got the most serious equipment. I just watched you for an hour at the meeting, and man, you take Synapse to a different level. I mean, that's some serious stuff you got going on. And this is killing you being behind a mic because you're a visual guy. And so now we got no cameras in here. You're withdrawing, I think. And I will tell you, Keith taught me about the OWL, and Ignite is a new program within the BBB that's 112 years old. But Ignite here is only 4 months old. But we bought the OWL ourselves, and we're going to put it right in the middle of this. And Evie is not here today. She's at training, but we're going to put it here. So this will now in the future be kind of broadcast like Mike King does, with his podcast and his radio show. We're going to do something very similar because people love visual. Mm-hmm. They love pictures. Audio is okay. So anyway, Keith, how can people get involved in Synapse? You wrap it up.
Yeah, no, I'd say we're all over Facebook and LinkedIn. So I always tell people just go to those public pages out there, and you can see our events on those 2 pages. So you'll see things stacked out for weeks in the future, all the various hubs. We're working on kind of redoing the website right now, but we've got a lot of cool things kind of in motion. Since the COVID stuff made us virtual, we can do this all over the world. So, we're looking to be showing this off and introducing our connections here in Richmond to valuable connections all over the world. And just come do some hub hopping with us anytime.
We got to get my daughter to listen to one over in Lithuania and get her to start sharing it, right? At the embassy, they can start listening.
Of course.
They could have the embassy in Lithuania.
We can spotlight them with a 007. We can
awesome. 007. I was in London last week for the first time with my daughter after Lithuania, and I said, I feel like James Bond. And she's like, you're so corny. Just stop it. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I love James Bond. So anybody else want to add anything?
I just hear about some field trips coming up.
Yeah. I like your thinking. Anybody else? Anything else? Keith, thank you, man. Keep going up in great work and making our community better.
Appreciate it, Barry.
All right. BBB Sharing. Listen to us anytime and share it out with your friends and family. Thanks. And your enemies. Bye.